safe lane Slark. Top rune, fly solo. He does want to contest this. And there's dust available from Aber, and they'll go in with Ignite to Sand King. WHPH has got a Burrow Strike. He's going to go in for it now, but he's lost his life. He also doesn't get the bounty rune as the dust comes through onto bounty. Got nothing to slow him down any further though, and KEVZ gets himself a salve delivered, but Ogre lifesteal a dual lane while down at bottom. It's going to be the jump onto Bat Rider. Let's pounce into right-click attacks. The sticky napalm is not going to save you. You will lose your life there, and this is the difficulty of playing Bat in a solo off lane against Rubik and Slark. They do so well. And not a rune spot.
Yeah, well, KEVZ is pretty much unkillable by this point, especially against a lifestealer. Level 2 in reactive armor. Can't really die here. He's probably going to go for like 203, which we usually see if you're going up against melee heroes. Not so much the Timber Chain, but top lane, WHPH bringing Boom Bell very low. Caustic Finale doing a lot of work. No more Burst Strike, not for a while. He's trying to get the snake damage off. Is this a kill here?
Yeah,
oh,
looks
yes.
like it is. I mean, Sand King might lose his life to this as well, though. Ooh, very far out the tower. We'll find a little punch in there. They've got a sentry and the stuns to control the bounty hunter, so a 2-for-1. Good rotation in from Aber there. Ogre managed to turn things around and actually find Lakel's a decent amount of gold and money out of that exchange. Yeah, Medusa getting a good 300 gold. Ogre.
Lifestealer mid, this is something we don't usually see. I don't even think he'd go for bottle in this case.
No, I don't think bottle's particularly good. Just bring yourself out another salve or something
lane.
like that. They're going on Bat Rider again with the pounce and the lift again. It's just so easy for them. Bat struggles massively as MyPro mid is going in onto KEVZ here. Might be caught down here. There's telekinesis available, but Bat Rider, where are you with the Firefly and the Napalm stack coming through? Tim's, he's being controlled up here a good amount, but they turn back onto the Bat. Oh, Abing, he doesn't land the pounce. Now he can't chase into this. They might turn back around on him. 17 stick charges. I'll keep him nice and healthy though. They can't follow through. MyPro mid, just non-stop battling, and oh, he drops to about 25 HP. Very near death.
Relief.
Slark. He's not level 6 yet. He will be able to purge off the napalm stacks, and he's got 7 stick charges as well. They want Tim's, it looks like, with the ignite down. When the napalm stacks up on the Rubik, they'll be able to dive onto this tower and relatively simply kill him off with a few more punches of Ogre. The stick charges keep you alive for only so long. He's actually maybe duked this one out, but the flame break should take him over in the end. Trust finally gets something for their worries down in bottom, but it comes down to like lifestealer. Where are you? You're farming jungle now. Your mid hero is back to farming jungle, trying to get himself phase boots and armlet while. And now Fly Solo sees a lifestealer as well. Bottom lane, they're going to try and go into the Slark, but he's level 6 now. He's got that ulti available. Abing, now just give up the Rubik. Sacrifice Tim's for the greater good. At long last, Trust are actually doing something to try and stabilize their lanes. And they've actually found a kill on the Bounty Hunter there somehow. Oh, Lifestealer was holding dust. Apparently the Bounty just didn't click on him, didn't check his inventory, didn't expect the Lifestealer to carry dust. And MyPro finds a nice little chomp down on the Bounty.
Tasty kill. And that's good for him. He really needs whatever extra farm he can get here and there. That kill is going to assist him quite a bit. And his network is actually neck to neck with the Timbersaw now.
Epicenter top. Lakel's always cleared up by the Sand King and the Bounty Hunter. A few more swipes in will kill him on the bottom lane. They're going to go in onto the Bat Rider. There's the pounce back, and Abing chasing him through. He's got his ultimate available as well as another Dark Pack.
They don't have enough, even with the rock.
Yeah, they need a +1
there.
Rubik. I think they want to kill someone and take the tier 1 bottom lane. I'll find the Rubik, and once again, Tim's from 0-3 to 0-4 dies once again. And, well, top lane, MyPro with another dust finds the Bounty Hunter. This is some good chakra. Not going to be able to do too much to MyPro here as he turns with the Rage and the Open Wounds. He's chipping away at the Timber, but 32 armor with the 20 stacks of reactive armor is not the easiest kill of potential. Top lane, they've dropped the rock, they've got the Fatal Bonds down, and Sand King does die as Fly Solo retreats back and out, but it's going to be Tim's again, who's caught here by another flame break. Great play there by SC. Signature Trust have found themselves a really good way back into this game as they get themselves to 11 kills. I've been watching this for the past like 30 seconds. It's like the most comedic thing ever. They might lose Aber here with a Burrow Strike in, and KEVZ has got the Whirling Death. He throws the Chakram, and a few more punches will kill him off. But I was watching that mid lane for a good 30 seconds, and basically it's like 2 Radiant creep waves, like running around the Timbersaw. Ogre punching.
Favor, but hold on, MyPro does go to the bottom lane. Ooh.
Fly Solo scouted the Bat, and with a pounce in, they've held SC in place, the
Yes.
shuriken's down, and Fly Solo,
Nice.
well, he's invis there, and MyPro are not going to be able to save his Batrider. The Dominant Streak goes the way of the Slark, and no reveal available, but Tim's is being chased down. The rest of Trust has arrived. They stun up on the Slark. He's got no ulti, remember now. Dark Pact is there. He's going to try and pounce himself away, but in the meantime, on the other side, there's the Stone Gaze coming through. Lakells, he's got the right clicks onto the Courier, and they kill it off. Sniping it under that tier 1 tower, and now Burrow strike into Epicenter. They've got no stuns. They've got no stuns. Epicenter will catch onto them, but it's just not enough damage. There's no follow-through. They're tracking them up, but they can't kill anyone off. This is a pretty big disaster until Timbersaw arrives. Here's the damage. Finally comes in to clear up 1, 2, and look for 3. Lakells is held in place. The rock is dropped, but the Warlock will not be able to save this Medusa. Lakells, he's in a world of pain, and triple kill. Look for the Ultra. Where's the follow through? It's the lasso from the Batrider coming onto the Slark. He's got another Dark Pact and a pounce, but he's not in time. Cleared up by the Bat as Boombell chased through here. Timber chain. Oh no! That's not how you use your spells, Kevs. There, look, the BM fuck you tree. I'm gonna chain to you whether you like it. We'll see how it works out. You know, Shadowblade is so good for kind of going into the back and picking off supports, but I guess if you look at Trust lineup, Warlock is the only real guy that can go in to try and pick off as MyPro. He mans up against Abing, but here comes the track and the Burrow Strike. WHPH blinks in. The Batrider's available to try and turn this one around. MyPro still alive. Infest into the Ogre now as well. He's hiding in the big fat guy, and WHPH is going to retreat. They kill off the bounty in the back end. And Rave, it's time to retreat. You've been caught with your pants down. Thought you could get a quick and easy one over the Lifestealer, but again, if you don't have your Timbersaw available, you are...
And, alright. I hope Ruby can steal the Chaotic Offering. It's a really good spell to steal, but Fatal Bonds is just as good.
Oh,
the
Dust is down. With the Sentry as well. He tried to play a sneaky ward, but not only does he lose his life, but the ward gets countered immediately as well with that Sentry. And Trust, this is kind of the saving grace here for them as this Timbersaw, if he can get into this fight and do some damage, but he's low on mana. They don't have a great hero to actually get in there and catch, so with the track there, Lasso onto Timbersaw with a Fatal Bond on the rock. They've walked into Hellfire coming down from the sky. Boombell, Epicenter's good, but is it good enough? They've killed off 3, it looks like it is. Slark will clear up a number here. Fly Solo killed off by MyPro as well as Lakells, but a 3 for 2 as Batrider, Ogre and Warlock, the big kills there. Trust trying to retreat with their Lifestealer and Medusa, but Timbersaw says, okay, let's fight. MyPro rages himself up, but now the Burrow Strike is held. WHPH has the stun available. MyPro, he can't infest. He's got to armor talk himself away from this, but I don't know if it's possible. The blink, stun, down he goes, and Lakells might drop as well. They've got the Slark pounce in 5. There's a hero respawning here. Ogre's TPing into the thick.
Ogre.
Lakells stands by the tier 1, turns to fight up against Abing, who pounces himself away. This Timbersaw again out of mana, running low on the damage output potential of KEVZ. Needs to stick and Timber Chain himself back, but the Batrider, he's got Stick in Napalm, he's got Firefly, and KEVZ, he's got no life remaining. Even with a chain across, he'll lose his mega kill streak. And Trust do find a big kill at the end of that fight with a little bit of over-aggression there from Rave. Last. Nice fresh bloodstone with 12 charges. Bounty though. Where's the reveal? There's the dust. Fly Solo. Oh, the Burrow Strike.
Get initiation.
It's going to delay things, but still the bounty will drop, and KEVZ looks to turn this one around. Telekinesis onto the Ogre. Abba shredded through, but still not.
Lines and try to kill off the supports, or at least it helps you position yourself better at chasing the Batrider. Right now, this is just really hard for him. He found Boombell. Tasty pick off.
It's the Warlock.
Yes,
Lasso's there. The Dark Pact is gone, and he's got his Shadow Dance available. Get that one off as well with the Dark Pact to pop off the Napalm charges, but he's still in a lot of trouble here. He might be able to blink himself away, but the right clicks come through from Boombell. Now they jump in again with the Batrider, and this is it. Abing's dead. This is why Blink Dagger is so difficult to utilize against heroes like Warlock, Bat, and Ogre. You just have to keep Dark Pacting things. Retreat for now at the very least. Boombell still holding onto the Chaotic Offering though. You have to remember that all the time as the big Warlock ulti is available. And that's why the bounty just kind of goes across, gets the track on him. Keep that vision on the Warlock. Make sure you know when and where Trust will be counter-initiating on you. KEVZ actually hungry for more than just a track there. He wants blood. He wants Boombell. He's not going to get it though. Boombell retreats himself away. Now the jump in. Bat with the Lifestealer onto Fly Solo. They've got no reveal. In comes the Epicenter onto the 2 and the big Burrow Strike in as well. They've killed off the Bat. Now looking for the kills, but they don't have enough damage to kill him off. And MyPro TPs himself away. Have they got a stun? They've got nothing to stop the TP, and he retreats back to Fountain. But KEVZ in the meantime finds the Shacklement to Boombell. And
nice.
what? How did Lifestealer die?
Omelet toggle trying to fail, and Chakram just skinned him very, very barely.
No, no,
So anyways, huge gold swing.
Lifestealer was in Fountain. Rubik killed Lifestealer. What spell
Rubik killed Lifestealer.
what spell did Rubik have that killed him? Did he have like Shadow Word and he Omelet toggled or Ignite or something?
It was an urn.
Was Urn?
That's
oh god. You're right.
Ow.
Must have been the Urn of Shadows. In the Fountain,
I'm looking at it right
he Omelet toggled down at the same time as a tick.
Lakels.
That's really big. He's now killed off Lakels in the front lines. I thought the Lifestealer was safe.
KEVZ just went from 10 Bloodstone charges to 15. That.
As well as MyPro.
Oh, they want to fight.
Forward. They want to find someone, but it's just going to be the Bounty Hunter, it looks like, with the dust onto Fly Solo. They want to counter-initiate, though. In comes the Warlock ulti. The rock is dropped. They've killed the Bounty Hunter, but they've expended so much for this. They need to find more, and this Timbersaw, oh god, he had no reactive armor, stacks up, and he will finally drop and fall. Epicenter. Onto the Bat Rider. MyPro dropping low, can't Armor toggle himself through this, and rages forward into the Sand King. The Yule Scepter is there. As Abing fights Lakels in the back end. They kill the Sand King, but Rave, I just feel like you should give your Bounty Hunter away. Just say, right, kill the bounty, we'll run, we'll hide.
I would agree with you in that part. And KEVZ was just very overconfident because he knew that he tanked up in the previous fight with all those Bloodstone charges. But in this case, because he got caught by the Stone Gaze, and that's why. And now they're gonna try and kill him, but KEVZ.
Oh, you can't walk into a fight with no reactive armor. Stacks up on you. Slark kills the Warlock in the back end, and he's hunting for more. Gets Aber as well. Telekinesis over onto Lakels Medusa. This Slark is 1v4ing pretty much here. He passes himself away. He's low on HP, and MyPro, well, he slaps him down into oblivion. But Rave, the past 3 fights have just been so wonky from them.
Getting salted right now, 21 and 25, and they had the game for a bit. Like after team wiping Sigtrust against the Bat Rider, if you're quick enough, it looks like they want to try and find 2 pickoffs. They could actually, they might even find 3. Boom Bell.
Oh man, no. I've got the Warlock. There's no chaotic offering here. The track onto MyPro. Oh, Lakels might have to stone gaze himself up. The lasso is down onto the Sand King, but he's held in place by the telekinesis. Now they turn back around. WHPH, the stone gaze is there, and he's taken down even in the Sandstorm in the back end. KEVZ is hunting for more, but Tim's Ghost Scepter TPs himself out while Fly Solo. Too much of a contest. They've got, what, Rubik Slark available near the pit. Bounty's miles away. Timber's coming in from the side. Abing jumps in to try and look for the Bat Rider, but telekinesis from Tim's with the Firefly there. He's going to get himself up onto the high ground. The trouble is, MyPro just whacking away at Roshan. In comes Timber, finally arrives. They delayed it for long enough that maybe KEVZ can get himself into the pit. They've got the DPS into the pit as well, but KEVZ has turned around on Roshan. Slark picks it up. He steals it. Still, Timber's dead. The rock is dropped onto Slark's head, and he tries to retreat. The epicenter and the 2-man burst strike in onto Ogre and MyPro, but always infested into the Golem. They know where he is. Lakels holding the line. Abing again back in onto the Bat. They need this damage to come through, but Slark is dropping low. He's got his ultimate pop there as well with the burst strike coming through. The stick charges from Lakels keeps him alive for now, and the high ground is held. MyPro gets a double kill. They might find the Slark as well. Aegis is popped, but Trust will retreat.
Now into the Skadi. Usually you see like the Yasha, then they complete the Skadi. But
oh, look at this.
It's never too late.
The trap has been set. They go in onto the Timbersaw, but they're actually wrapping in from behind. Rave, the burst strike comes through, and this is perfect for them. Trust have been drawn in, and KEVZ isn't even dead yet. The Timbersaw escapes over to the side, and they've killed off 2. Oh, Signature Trust will lose the Ogre as well. 1 by 1 they fall. Just the perfect storm. As Rave, they closed the net around them. They had heroes all converging around this area. They were scouted out by the bounty. They knew where Trust were.
Dead ward, right outside the tier 2. It gave them good vision of where Trust were coming.
Ahead, 5 minutes or so ago. Experience, not a massive difference though. We're starting to reach the point where a lot of heroes are getting to level 16.
They find Tims!
Oh god. Oh, they found him. That is so quick as well. And D-Ward instantly. Bottom lane. WHPH thinking about Lakels. Care about their offlaners. Maybe that's why Jabs left.
Oh, shots fired, but it's also the thing.
Ogre.
Hold on, can he get the kill?
There's a golem dropped onto Timbersaw, but it's not doing a hell of a lot, and Boombell might have wasted this one. A little bit of a deny there from Abing onto the tower as well, and Trust. This puts them in an awkward position now because Rave will likely just have Rubik respawn, run towards a lane and fight somewhere.
Ooh,
oh god, they've actually gone in, they've got him! Rave have found a couple. Oh, Batrider forces away, but the epicenter channeled up. WHPH, he's got the blink now, ready and available into the middle of everyone in MyPro's court as well. He's got himself nothing left to give apart from his life, and Trust might just have lost a lane of racks here if Rave can push fast enough.
In the end, it really doesn't matter. Like I said, that's why this Ags on Sanking is so much bigger than having the Warlock with the Chaotic Offering. Because against a Timbersaw, that doesn't do anything. Oh, they found him!
The Warlock as well. Boom Bell. You got no ulti. You got no buybacks. And Trust. With a Radiant mid lane pushing in onto this tier 3. It looks like Rave will find another one. Abba walks into the mix. The meat grinder's there. Rave, just chew him up. Spit him out. Back into the fountain you go in 50 seconds, Mr. O. Bending. They've moved back right down towards bottom lane to try and save the Medusa, but now the net closes in around her. Lakel's, the burst strike from WHPH. They just forced them into this trap. Tim's dropping low to the tower, but Lakel's already dead. MyPro tries to turn this one back onto them, but I think he's just going to have to run and hide. The burst strike once again lands on his head, and even with the pounce missing, the bash comes through. MyPro turns to slap up the slog, but in comes the DPS and Signature Trust. I think it's over.
Well, this is just them keeping their hopes alive once again with all their eggs into the basket, which is Lakel's. Ogre going down inside the enemy base behind the tier 4s. Sig Trust have nothing left to give. They need to wait
for anyone on the Dire team. There are no buybacks for Trust. As Lakel's gets the Maelstrom, and there is the Hex, like you mentioned. If they can catch the Lifestealer or the Medusa before they get themselves into Rage or into the Stone Gaze, then things could work out nicely here.
Look at KEVZ, he's being tickled. He's just like, I don't care. Oh, the lasso.
Burrow Strike comes through from WHPH. There's the Golem as well, and Signature Trust, they're holding the high ground. Tims will finally die. KEVZ dropping low. The Timber Chain across will get himself to safety, but Abing cannot fight into this. Even with the Aegis, he's 1v5 almost, but still, he wants to go and fight. He jumps in, kills the Batrider, very nearly actually. Warlock heals him up, and Abing's up on the high ground. Oh, Shuriken, not even enough to kill him off, so 3-for-0 Trust. They do save their tier 3. They do save this final lane of racks, and they get a gem for their troubles as well. But Abba has walked into the wrong neck of the woods. MyPro, now they've split up. Abing is able to pick them off one by one. The Batrider Fireflies are looking for a jump on in and fly solo up on the high ground. They know the bounty's stuck, and they will finally kill him off. So a 4-for-1 is the end trade-off, but you've got to add in the fact that tier 4s died at the same time.
Could count that, but I think Sig Trust just want to hold this bottom lane of barracks. That's the big crucial factor. So Rave, this is just them giving an inch to Signature Trust, and it extends into a mile because they were just caught out way out of position. Nicely done from the stand-in SC to just quickly jump in and get that quick initiation. But Abing, oh, he's going ham.
Lakel's doesn't really care too much about the slog.
Lasso.
And now the Dark Pact is gone. Batrider's caught Abing. His Shadow Dance there, turns back to fight against the Batrider. He's going to pounce over the cliff top as well. Is there another? No Force or Blink available for the Bat until just now. Is Abing just toying with him, and now he has his Abyssal Blade done.
Yeah, just look at Abing. Right now he has 30 stacks.
Oh no, the Abyssal Blade with a Manta Stall as well. Lifestealer's dead! A minute and a half and with no buyback. Abing, okay, Slark, okay. Goes on to Lakel's as well now, and with the damage output of Sanking a Timbersaw, the epicenter in his face. Blink into the back end of the Medusa just for good measure. The bad manners from Rave, clearing them up in their own bloody base. The rage from Tims. I don't think anything really matters anymore. Batrider's gone. Lakel's, he has to just 1v5. He might kill off the Rubik here, but Yules from the Sand King. There's Abing. He looks for the Batrider, and 1, 2, 3, 4 punches him down. One more swipe will clear him up as well. Lakel's is staying alive. He's tanky, but he just doesn't have any damage. Abing is in the fountain, killing them off one by one, and Medusa can't even retreat. A triple kill from Abing. And another victory for Rave.